Destination Live? Holding? Oh, yes? Oh, good. Okay. Just double checking. Last week I had some technical difficulties in the webinar, but no worries because today I got my pal Alex here and he is making sure that nothing goes wrong. So, yeah, very excited to be here today. So tell me where you're tuning in from. We're going to give everybody a moment to let us know where they're tuning in from. So let's see, how's everybody doing here today? It's a little warm in here. It's actually nice and cloudy outside, which I'm very grateful for. But I'm standing next to this really hot heat press. So if you see me sweating, that's what it is. I'm actually like gonna go have maybe some pho or some ramen after this. We'll see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna give everybody a moment to tune in. If you wanna give us a shout out, there we go, Holly. Mark Graff is saying howdy from Texas. Howdy to you. Brenda Brown is saying, what's up from New Jersey? There we go. We're coast to coast today. It's good to see you guys here. And then we have, it looks like Jamie is also tuning in from New Jersey. Very cool. Over on the YouTube side of things, I think we might have had a little glitch on our YouTube where it's just lagging. Oh, that is interesting. Anyways, well, hello to our YouTube family as well. Okay. So today we are going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun today. So we're going to be talking about some alternative white toner transfer papers. So this month we've been bombarding you guys with lots of white toner content. And it's not an accident. I mean, we got some new stuff here. The Creole launched this month. That was pretty cool. And there's just lots of really fun things you get to do. And they finally unleashed me to just get all this stuff. So me, actually not just me, it's like the whole team here, me, Alex, and Ronnie, we've just been going ham on all the white toner products, just testing stuff out and seeing how they work. So that way we can create really cool content for you guys. And so today is no exception. So today, I'm really stoked because we get to show off these alternative papers. And so this right here, this is a full color transfer on a clear Dollar Tree mug. Yes, we get that question a lot, like, hey, can I sublimate onto my Dollar Tree mugs? The answer is no, you cannot sublimate onto your Dollar Tree mugs, but if you have a white toner laser printer, well, you could white toner the heck out of your Dollar Tree clear glass mugs. This has already been hand washed, of course. I don't think it's dishwasher safe. It's been hand washed, and I made sure that I used the scrubby side of the sponge, and I gave it a good little scrubby scrub, and it's actually looking really cool. So we're actually going to show you how to do this today. Another question we get asked is, hey, how do I customize wood? And yes, you'll see the square. I'll have more info on that later. We get the question, how do I customize wood? Like this, see? Oh. And, you know, with sublimation, there's these tricks out there. You can coat the wood with like a polyurethane gloss coating, but then you have to coat it, sand it, coat it, sand it, coat it, and then, you know, to get that smooth surface. And then, you know, blanks like this, you buy them at like the Dollar Tree, and you just wanna press it and go. You don't wanna have to go through all of that. And so this wood blank, we didn't do any treatment. I didn't do any of that polyurethane, you know, clear satin, whatever, coat finish, sand finish, whatever. I didn't go through any of that. I just heat pressed it, and it looks great. So this graphic, am I on autofocus? Not yet. Okay. I'm going to show you guys something cool. So this graphic is, we're going to get real close. Let's see how close we can get. It's a shark. I know it's kind of hard to see. There we go. Perfect. It's a shark, and we just really liked it. So to keep things consistent, we're using the same graphic on all of our blanks today, even though we're using different materials and different transfer papers. We did this because a lot of times what's going to happen is you're going to have somebody who's going to order something maybe for their business. So in my imagination, I thought, hey, Sharky's Fish Tacos. I don't know. They want to order some mugs, some glasses. They also maybe want to decorate with a wood sign somewhere. You know, and they want to do lots of other stuff. Oh, and then this one, if you probably already saw this video. Is this video out yet? Not yet. Well, you're going to see it soon. This is just your plain old run-of-the-mill generic Hydro Flask. It's not the brand Hydro Flask, but it's an insulated cup. And we customized it with white toner laser transfer paper. Yes, so today I'm going to be going through the process on how easy it is, if you have a white toner laser printer, how easy it is to create some really cool designs. And then at the end, we have one more product, which it's actually on stage here with me. Maybe you've caught it, maybe you haven't, but we're going to be talking about that in just a minute. So let me check in really quick. We'll see how everybody's doing. Yeah, by the way, if you guys have any questions, my pal Ronnie, who is going to be joining me a little bit later today, she's actually answering the chat right now. So if you have any questions about any products or anything like that, she's going to hook you up with some links directly to our site so you could purchase these. And then if you have any, other general questions, I'll try my best to get to as many as I can online right now. But of course, you're welcome to join us. You're welcome to comment there, and then Ronnie is going to hook you up with a really great answer. So we're going to get started today. I'm going to show you guys how I made this really cool full color transfer on our glass mug. Let's walk over here to the close-up station, as I like to call it. So there we go. Now here's one thing that I don't know if you noticed it, but I noticed it right away. Because we're using white toner, ooh, it's a little warm in here, beg your pardon. Because we used white toner, turn my heat press on, it's not see-through, it's not transparent. So even though this glass itself is transparent, the image is not see-through. Again, because we're using a white toner laser printer, it's gonna print our color image, and then underneath that color image, I don't know if you can really tell, oh, go this side, sorry. There we go. There I am. If I turn it around, you could see even on the underside, there's white underneath it. Now, what that does is it allows your colors to just really pop. And it's no longer transparent. It kind of gives it a little bit of opacity, I would say. And then closer. Oh, we can get closer. Yeah. There we go. So you see how it's kind of white on the back, and then on the front, we have these super beautiful, bold colors. I'm gonna show you guys how we do that with a white toner laser printer. So now the only thing that you're not gonna see here today is the actual print process. That printer is pretty darn big, so it didn't fit here today. And then of course, we also have tutorials on how to use your white toner printer. So you can check out our YouTube channel for that. But I'm gonna show you how this process works. So I have right here, and you'll see it on camera in a second. You see the handle right now. I have right here. This is our heat press. We're just using our regular sublimation mug press. I am using the tumbler attachment. That's not 100% necessary for the size of transfer, but I didn't feel like switching. So if we're being completely honest, that's why it is what it is. So I have a handful of these already printed out. And this is the, yes. So we're using a paper called the Magic Touch CPM 6.2. That's the Magic Touch CPM. So Charlie, Pat, Martha. I don't know. The Magic Touch CPM 6.2 sublimation, not sublimation, I'm sorry, white toner transfer paper. So I'm just like trimming it down. And when I trim, I try to leave it like even on either side. It just makes lining things up a little bit easier. So this part, you're gonna see me, there we go. Don't need that. So there we go. It's kind of a loose trim. That beeping sound means my press is up to proper heat. And of course, I did set the pressure beforehand. So you're not gonna see me set the pressure exactly on here. These scissors are garbage. Time to get a new pair. Okay. And I'm just trimming these nice and even, or I should say as even as possible. And there we go. Now what I love about this paper, oh, and here's my blank. I did wash it. It came a little dirty from the store. So if you do have something that's dirty, or if it feels like there's a little bit of film, that it just gets kind of dingy in the shipping and packing and storage process, just wash it. Make sure it's clean. Use a very soft detergent, or just use plain water. Make sure your surface is clean and free of any lint, dust, or again, if it has like a little dingy feel from the store, you don't want that. I have my transfer right here. There we go. I'm trying to stay in your guys' main field of view. So I have my transfer right here. Got a little bit of tape, and what I'm doing right here is I'm folding the tape over on itself, so I have a nice little tab to pull when it's time to release the paper. So there we go. I'm going to open up the iPad right now. If you guys have any questions about this process, about what we're doing today, please feel free to drop it in the comments, and I'll be sure to get to those right now. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to put it right here, right? Tape down one side, make sure it's nice and tight over the surface, tape down the other side, and that's it. It's ready to rock and roll. So this mug only has one side done, and I do want to do both sides. So now, since I printed multiple copies of this, I am free to press both sides. Of course, you could print whatever you want. For ultra fine details, you may not have the best of luck. It does work great for like kind of solid pieces like this, but you would be surprised with the detail you can get. Although if you have like really ultra fine lettering, probably are going to want to avoid that. Now here's the tricky part, is lining them both up centered together. So I hope this is good. Now I'm really just showing you guys the paper process today. Of course, this is not like an alignment tutorial. You'll definitely want to take a little bit more time when it comes time for your project. So I'm going to bring my heat press into view. I think we're in view. There we go. Let's go ahead and I'm going to bring the heat press into view. There we go. And we're good, Alex? Yeah, we're good, right? Okay, so here's my mug. And what I'm going to do is I've already adjusted the pressure. My time is, oh, did I unplug this? I did. Give me a second. I was wondering what that beeping was. There we go. There we go. My mug press is set to 320 degrees at 120 seconds. And again, this is a single step paper. So I didn't have to do, there's no A-B process for this. You just print it, you trim it, you put it on your glass, and you're going to see with the heat press process, it's going to stick to my mug. I do have my tumbler attachment in here at the moment. So you guys are seeing that right there. Of course, this will work with the regular 11 or 15 ounce mug element. So yeah, so we have 108 seconds on the clock. Let me check the iPad, see if we have any questions coming in. If you guys have any questions about what we're doing today, any of the products or processes, please give me a call. No, I'm just kidding. Don't give me a call. Just comment below. I suppose you could call us at 800-215-0894. If you want to talk to one of our live representatives, they are very much alive. Oh, or you could also, all right there, thank you, on the site, heat.press/support. Heat.press/support. And yeah, that'll get you in touch with one of our My Expert representatives. Any questions you guys have, we'll be happy to share that info with you guys. And how much time do we got left? I don't see any questions. It looks like everybody's doing pretty good. We're just hanging out. We're chilling. We're having a good time. Lord says hello. Hey, Lords, how are you doing? Good to hear from you. I'm not sure if I saw this one yet. Ethel Moore, hello from Michigan. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Glad everybody's with us today. We got about 45 seconds on the clock, 40 actually. So we're going to bring it back. And again, right now we are using the Magic Touch CPM hard surface transfer paper. We made this, or where am I at? We made this, right? Give you guys the close-up here. Hand wash only. I already hand washed it, and like I said earlier, I used the scratchy, abrasive, scrubby side of my sponge, and it's still looking pretty darn cool. And of course, this is a white toner transfer paper, so even on the back, see how it has that? It's white. That base is what's giving it the opacity. Anyways, press is done. Now this is a warm peel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the press out of the way. We are done with you, press baby. Don't worry, I'll get that. And so now we're going to go for a peel. It is a warm peel. So you don't really want to wait too long. I waited about 30 seconds or so. Where are we? There we are. Okay, we're gonna. So you see this little tab right here on the tape? That's gonna be very helpful. And we're gonna show the other camera for this peel. We're gonna get that close up. Okay. So right here, I'm gonna peel it, and the corner's gonna lift off, and then you'll see right. Oh no, I think I might have peeled either too late or too early. See, that's what happens when you talk too much, is you miss the peel. So this is a hot peel, guys, or I say warm peel. You shouldn't wait that long. And I think what happens is, man, that is hot. I just talk too much, guys. So there we go. Okay, so I got my corner. We're gonna carefully peel it off. There we go. This one came out great. Could also be my peel angle too. You always want to peel it in like a rolling motion. But look at that. Look at that. That looks great. Where are we? This shark. And it's a shark, by the way. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you might be like, what the heck is that? It's a shark, guys. It's a shark. As you can see on this side, there's a little piece of it came out, and I think it just had to do with how I was peeling it. So not so much an error with the print, but just, and you'll get the hang of it. The cool thing about this is these are Dollar Tree mugs. Yes, I said it. These are Dollar Tree mugs. This is the one we did a little earlier. And these are fantastic. Now, what you cannot see on camera, but what you can definitely see in person is there's like a little square of the paper, a little film that's on there, and that you just get like what I did. I got how I removed it from this one is I just got a wet little paper towel and I just gently wiped it away. So any residue that was left over, I wiped it away, and the print stayed intact. So again, definitely safe for hand washing. Print stayed intact. It looked beautiful, and I'm really stoked on how these came out. I'm gonna let you guys admire those for a second while I grab my wood panel that I dropped. Now this, again, this is another Dollar Tree item. Now, for sublimation, you'll hear us say all the time, no Dollar Tree stuff. You have to buy sublimation blanks that are specially coated for sublimation. And let me get my sample over here really quick. This is my tester. So this is my tester right here. And you'll notice that there is actually, let me show it to the camera, this one. So you'll notice that there is a square around the item. And yes, the shark is back. We're using the same shark for all of our samples today. There's a square around the item. There's two things you can do to accommodate that. You could either hand cut with your scissors. So you can either hand cut very, very close to the edge, right? Like this, right? I cut into it. You can either hand cut very, very close to the edge so you don't really see this border, or you could just be kind of lazy like me. And what we're gonna do in this one is we're just gonna heat press the whole sheet. So the whole sheet gets that little square so you don't really notice it. So there's two ways to handle this, and I went with the lazy way to show you guys how it works. And yeah, so we have our transfer here. And again, a single step paper. This is, where am I at? There we go. A single step paper. And again, this is the Magic Touch CPM 6.2. We're just gonna put it on our wood panel. So for this, let's head on over to our heat press. And this is gonna be very easy. So we're just gonna lay this down. My heat press is set to 320 degrees for 120 seconds. And now the only hard part is I'm gonna have to center this with my thing. Thankfully, it has these little points right here that I could kind of feel. So there we go, that's centered. And I'm gonna crease it so you guys can kind of see how it's fitting on there. Oh, sorry. That simple. Now, because there is a film on this paper, what I don't want to do is I don't want to leave my heat press unprotected. Oh, by the way, we finished our other roll of, let's see how long it takes for us to get through this huge roll of parchment paper. So what I'm going to do really quick is, I forgot this part, sorry. Just going to protect my lower platen. Because again, there's a film on here. Very, very thin film, and I just don't want it on my heat press. So now this should just go right back. There we go. And I don't really need another piece of parchment over it, although, you know me, better safe than sorry. That's what I occasionally say. And there we go. All right, so it's sandwiched in pretty good. My pressure is set very, very loose because this is a rigid, thick, even though it's not that thick, it's only about 1/4 inch thick, we still consider it a thick item, so the pressure is very, very loose. The setting, I think we're dialed all the way back to get a medium pressure on here. So there we go. We got about almost 2 minutes on the clock. Let me see if anybody has any questions for this. All right, so, and I'm, you guys can see my shirt. I'm right here, guys. I'm right here. I didn't abandon you. We're just going to take some questions here. Maggie Mundler says she loves her Creo. Oh, heck yeah, that's awesome. Tracy, and I believe Ronnie got to this, but just so everybody watching can hear, the name of this paper, this is a white, this is the Magic Touch CPM 6.2. And if you want like the link and details, just go to the comments. Ronnie just commented. Do you have to have a white toner printer in order to use this paper, or can I just sublimate with this paper? So this will not work with your sublimation printer. This is only for white toner laser printers. Okay, Stevie Steve, hey, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in, man. All right, we got any other questions here? I believe Christina Rice was asking what printer. We used our Creo 8432 WDT to press this. To print this. I have one more cool thing that I want to show you guys after this is done. We got about 30 seconds here. Stay tuned. We have one more project that we're going to show you, and I'm not sure if you see it, but it's here. It's here with us. We're going to show you in just a second. I don't know if you caught that. It's a secret. All right, we got 17 seconds to go. And just as a reminder, this is going to be a warm peel, so I'm not going to let it sit too long. After the press opens up, I'm just going to kind of go for it. So we have, and I'll just scoot this out of the way. And it's an auto open, so right at the count of 0, just opens up. Going to slide this out for your viewing pleasure. Going to move this out of the way. Someone will get that. And then it's a warm peel, hot peel. So I'm just going to, now that is pretty hot. So I'm just going to, in one smooth, or as smooth as possible. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. That's hotter than I remember. There we go. One smooth motion, as smooth as possible. Gonna peel it off, and that looks absolutely fantastic. So if you're making signage, again, we're just kind of imagining, oh, Sharky's thing. One thing I do want to address, you'll see a little bit of ink that did not peel. That's the grains. So this is not it's smooth, but it's not perfect. So you'll notice some of the grains, it just didn't transfer into those little gaps there, which is fine because it actually looks kind of cool. This looks amazing. So check this out. Oh, where are we? There we are. Check this out. And this is wood. This is just a plain old wood little craft piece that we got. It's about 1/4 inch thick, and we got it from the Dollar Tree. That easy. And yeah, we're just using this little shark thing. Again, I'm kind of imagining Sharky's Fish Tacos, right? It's an imaginary, fish taco restaurant. But really, it could be any logo. So if they want like wood decorations, whatever you could print up, you could press it onto this, and it was that easy. That easy. And it's pretty permanent, especially for wood signs. Like nobody's like washing this. Like this is not going into the, dishwasher. We haven't tested their UV resistance, so I'm not sure how this would do outdoors. I'm tempted to just leave it outside for a little while, for a few weeks, see how it holds up. But for indoors, this will last like a very good, darn good, long time. This is an excellent product. I am so stoked on how that came out. Of course, with this. Now we have one more product to show you. Removable tattoos. What? Yes. Removable tattoos. There is one more paper that I'm dying to show you guys. And I was saying it was on stage with me. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. There it is. removable tattoo paper. This is gonna, oh, I was overhead. I was on the wrong camera, my bad. No, there it is, there it is. It's back. Okay. So here we have, this is a new product. Well, it's actually not that new. This is a product by Forever. And again, we got our shark print right here, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys how it works. So this is really fun. The other ones, they're one-step papers, which means you print it, you press it, you're done. This is like a several-step paper. So you print it, and I'm gonna show you the rest. So Forever, you see right there, laser tattoo paper. It comes with 2 sheets. It's gonna come with your A paper. It's gonna have watermarks on the back. And then it's gonna have a B paper, which has a glossy and a matte side. So what we're gonna do, so this is just toner. It has nothing on it, so like it's not gonna stick to your arm, right? This B sheet is where all the magic is. All the magic. Okay. So here's the trick to it. You're gonna start by peeling a corner very gently. You don't need a huge corner. And you don't, I'm gonna give you a heads up right now, you don't really wanna be touching the clear sticky side. That's where all the adhesive is. That's where all the magic is. So you're just gonna open up a portion. You're gonna, oh, a little tricky. You're gonna open it up, and then you're gonna fold back. So I'm not sure if we're seeing that. We're on 2. So we're gonna open it up and we're gonna fold it back, all right? And now, I'm gonna align this corner. This is the easy way to do it. I've tried it other ways and it just does not work. So we're gonna line these sheets up as close to perfect as we possibly can. And then we're gonna just lock in this corner. Boom. With that corner locked in, boom, right here, Caesar squeegee. We're just gonna hold that down. And then as you peel off the backing, you're squeegeeing. So I'm gonna peel away a little bit and I'm gonna squeegee a little bit. And as I squeegee, and now once you get like halfway through, you're just gonna kind of move across the surface. And as I'm squeegeeing, I'm applying the special adhesive, the removable tattoo adhesive, to my printed transfer. So there we go. Just gonna squeegee it out there. Okie doke. And there's the little part of adhesive that's hanging off right there. It's sticky, so just be careful. So now I'm just gonna do one. Now for these, you do want to cut as close to the transfer as possible. So like lettering or wording, I definitely recommend that you contain it within a larger, more simple shape. So there we go. So we're gonna go and, sorry you have to sit through me hand cutting this out. But for this, you really do want to try to trim as close to the edge as you possibly can. So here we go. And I'm not the worst. Hopefully I'm not the slowest scissor guide that's ever lived. There we go. So you see right here, and actually I'm gonna hold this up. I tried my best to trim it as close to the edge as possible. Now these are fun items, like they're great for like giveaways, parties, whatever you got. And here's how you apply it. Now I already have one, so there's no sense in me having 2, so I'm gonna have my pal Ronnie. She's gonna come on over, and she's graciously decided to gift us with some extra space. So show off your real tabs. Those are actually pretty cool. Ronnie has a lot of cool work. And okay, we got a little blank space. Yeah, there we go. So here's how you apply it, and I'm gonna hand this to you, and I'm gonna prep for Ronnie. So actually, can you reach out a little bit more to center? There we go. So you're gonna peel it. This is the final step. That adhesive that we applied, we're gonna peel it off. You're gonna discard that clear sheet, and now it exposes the sticky print. So you're gonna slap that wherever you want. And once it's in place, you don't really want to move it. And here's how it's applied. So we're gonna get and just so you guys can see everything, we're gonna get a damp cloth, right? All right, Ronnie, go ahead and just slap that over. And she's gonna press the damp cloth there for about 60 seconds. Oh no, 30 seconds, sorry. So she's gonna press that there. Really what you wanna do, and it doesn't always take 30 seconds. Really what you wanna do is you wanna let it not completely soak, but you do want it to get like very wet. And I know that sounds kind of vague, but again, you're not soaking, like it shouldn't really be dripping, even though that does work. For the best application, we're just doing this. Oh, one thing, I'll show you guys in a minute. I'll show you where I messed up later. And then, you know what's done when it just like slides like right off. It should just slip, there we go. Dude, that looks bomb. And look at that. Look at that. Can we get that? Can you put it a little closer to this one? So our friends and family can see. Dude, that is super cool. And it's obviously it's a temporary tattoo. So it's not, here, do you need to dry it off? Yeah. There we go. It's a here, and then we'll compare ours. So I made Ronnie's just a little bit different. You probably won't even, let's hold them up. You probably won't even be able to tell. Mine's a little bit brighter because I added a lot of white underbase in my print. Hers, not so much. So, and that really depends on your graphic. Like, do you want it to be like kind of semi-transparent? We are similar, not exactly the same skin tone. So depending on your skin tone, you can add more white underbase. You can add less. And dude, thanks, Ronnie. Let's give a hand clap to Ronnie. Yeah, kicking butt. And that's how you do it. That is how it's done. You can see I got mine right here. One tip I will give you is don't tighten the skin. And I know this is like, you're not really gonna relay this to your customers, but like, just be relaxed, because what I noticed is I tightened the skin to apply, but then when I'm relaxed, it gets all wrinkly. So anyways, random tip. But yeah, that was super fun. We got any other questions here? Time and temp again, please. Yeah. So the time for the wood panel was 320 degrees for 120 seconds. And then the time for our glass was, sorry, I just totally like abandoned the camera. Same time, 320 degrees for 120 seconds. I just wanted to double check that for you guys. Jordan's asking, do the tattoos hurt? No, it's completely painless. It's really fun. You could use them. They're safe for kids. I don't know about babies, but like, you know, kids. It's safe for them. And honestly, it's really fun. Dude, Christina, that's very funny too. She says, I think you should give the other tattoos away randomly with the next few orders, Willy Wonka HPN style. You know what? So I have a t-shirt brand, and what I was thinking of doing is just throwing them in, because everybody puts in stickers with every order. And I'm like, dude, what if we put in like temporary tattoos? Like, I don't know. It's kind of fun. So that was really cool. And then, yeah, do we got any other questions here? Thank you guys so much for joining us. Laser, okay, yes, so these are white toner laser transfers. Now, here's the cool thing. If you have a color toner printer, so not a white toner printer, you can still use this, but since there's no white underbase, it's gonna be like semi-transparent. So that'll work actually okay if you're wanting to mimic a real tattoo. You would just print like a dark green. But if you want like full colors to like really pop out like mine, you'll need the white toner for that. Okay, and we do have a question. Kathy's asking, we can't buy the 2-in-1 or higher yet, right? No, so referring to the mug press. So today, my mug press, I use the HPN Signature Series mug press with the tumbler attachments. Those tumbler attachments are next shipment, our next batch of pre-orders. We don't know exactly when it's coming in. We're expecting them around the end of October, early November. So if you've already placed your pre-order in the previous batch, I don't know the dates exactly, so please don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure those are all getting shipped out very soon. But the next batch, so like when we reopen pre-orders, those won't ship until roughly end of October, early November. Because we don't know for sure, we've put a temporary pause on pre-orders for those tumbler attachments. The mug press itself is still in stock. If you have questions about that, you can give us a call at 800-215-0894. But we have temporarily paused pre-orders on the tumbler attachment until we can get a better handle on when exactly we're getting them and how many, etc. Okay, Daniela was saying, I was exploring white toner printers last night, and this live has just given me more of a reason to get one. It's kind of the point. That means I did my job. No, but really, like, what we don't want to do is sell you stuff that you don't want. I think like as we show off different products, especially the white toner products, it kind of just informs you like, hey, it gives you ideas. So if you're seeing these lives and you're like, dude, I could make so much money with that, then it's probably something you could get into. If you're watching these lives, you're like, dude, this stuff is stupid. Like, it's probably not something it's probably not something for you. And that's totally okay. We have lots of live episodes. We're on live every week. We also have hundreds. I don't know if we've reached 1,000 yet. We have hundreds of videos on our YouTube channel. So do me a favor, go and subscribe if you're not already. It's youtube.com/HeatPressNation. Go give a like to this video, subscribe to our channel, and check out all the different videos that we have available. And while I'm at it, join our Facebook group, heat.press/FB group. That'll take you straight on over to the Facebook group. And that way you could join, or if you're on Facebook, just go into the groups area and just type in Heat Press Nation creators, and then you'll find our Facebook group. Lots of helpful people. I'll try to get a close-up of this one. I already scratched it away because I was doing a scratch test on it. And I have to do a removal test on this because I don't know how long this is supposed to last. So anyways, that'll be fun. But yeah, join our Facebook group. And then if you're creating on like Twitter or Instagram, use the hashtag HPNCreators. That's always fun. Very cool. Do we got any other? I'm checking to see if we have any other questions today. Yes, Denise Tirado. Yeah, this totally works with the Creo. All of our transfers that we printed today were printed on the Creo white toner printer, and they're compatible with any white toner printer that we carry. Can't speak for the other ones. But yeah, basically, Oki, Creo, Uninet, it'll work. All right, that looks like it's gonna do it for the questions. I had an absolute blast messing around with these fun new products, giving myself a new tattoo, and having lots of fun with everybody. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to comment. We'll get to you as soon as possible, or you can shoot us an email, support@heatpressnation.com, and then of course you can reach us directly at heat.press/support. Once again, I'm Jared with Heat Press Nation, and I hope you guys have a great week.